They've been teasing that for like fucking years now, and I'm just not into the whole idea of it. Like, it doesn't really.
I like you have a title match today.
Damn right I do.
I like my thing is like you're gonna give that to Kevin Owens, but you couldn't give that to CM Punk.
Yeah, it's literally all CM Punk wanted at a Mania. Besides to have a fucking main event.
And like I will look at awesome. Like you'd come back for Kevin Owens, but you wouldn't do that for CM Punk. I don't think they should do that, man. I like his last match should have been. He was last year's King of the Ring. This year you'll be king again. What? It hasn't been a year yet already, has it?
Yeah, I think we have been through a year.
Because we haven't even gone through the Royal Rumble yet.
That's true.
We were at Armageddon. We haven't. So we had SummerSlam. We had Survivor Series. We haven't been to the Rumble yet.
Yeah, year one. I guess they're just like retroactively saying that at the time of this game, at the time of this season, he was last year's King of the Ring winner. Even if it wasn't in genuine WWE.
Speaking of D'Lo, I felt like I was very pleasantly surprised. Somebody came into Coco's chat, and for the first time I've ever met in my life, he was a white man now. His favorite wrestler was D'Lo Brown. I was like, what?
It's about time D'Lo got some recognition from somebody. Like, D'Lo was one of my favorites, but he was definitely not my favorite. I'm pretty sure I've told this story on here before, but like when we were playing, me and my cousins were wrestling and shit like that, and we would always pick our wrestlers. It would either one of my cousins would pick D'Lo, so I think he had like a big love for D'Lo at the time, or I would pick him, like in between both of us, and we pretend like we're wearing the fucking chest protector and all that shit because this was that particular time, and of course do the fucking arms out, and the fucking head wag. I was like, yeah, I'm D'Lo Brown right now, bitch.
Your title's on the line. I like how you feel. You okay?
I'm gonna put Edge all the way in the ground. All right, we're doing this, and this is like, you think you know me, Edge, so I can take him out pretty easy. This is Brood Edge.
Yeah. Yeah, so he had like a D'Lo Brown emote and everything. I was like, you know what? That is fucking cool. I've never met...
like, that automatically gets you fucking extra points.
I've never met a D'Lo Brown fan. Like, nobody's ever said to me, like...
D'Lo is my favorite wrestler.
I was like, wow. Like, that was cool. I love meeting wrestling fans like that. Like, there was like this girl named Jenny Lake that I went to college with. She said her favorite wrestler was Brian Pillman. I was like, what? You wasn't even around for Flying Brian. It had to have been like, saying WWE, because I wasn't around for Flying Brian.
I fucking was. My mom loved Flying Brian Pillman. My mom's favorite wrestler though is Steamboat. She loves Ricky.
My great grandmother, who got me into wrestling, her favorite wrestler was Ric Flair.
My mom goes between Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and Wahoo McDaniels. Like, it's between those two.
So your mom?
Yeah.
How about this? We talk about Mama Monroe?
Yeah.
How about this? I like, since I like... When is Mama Monroe's birthday?
November 26th.
Okay. And you said she's a big Ricky Steamboat fan.
Oh, yeah, she loves some Ricky Steamboat.
She don't have any Ricky Steamboat, merchandise?
Just an action figure.
Well,
Which I know she don't even have that anymore because we sold it.
Well, how about this? I'm going to be going to Raleigh Galaxy Con, and he's going to be there.
Oh, hell yeah!
And I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get an autograph 8x10 for her.
She would fucking love that.
Well, I had it personalized to her and everything.
She would fucking flip her shit for that. I'll be like, look, HBK just brought this to me.
Yeah, don't tell her yet, but
No, I'll wait till her actual birthday
yeah.
and just like give it to her and tell her that you fought Ricky 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's not like that. So I met him in Miami. Still have the picture.
That's what I was thinking. You had a picture of him.
Yeah, I had a picture with him. And he was at SC Comic Con, I want to say 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think so. I know it wasn't last year for sure, but
No, it was about maybe 3 or 4 years ago.
yeah.
Yeah, because I was still staying with my mom whenever he came that year. And what the fuck was I doing? Dude, I just wasn't in it that day, man. I don't think I met nobody that year. But I was just there. I seen a few things that I liked. I got a couple statues, got a couple of comics, and you know what I'm saying, I bounced and went home and went to sleep. I was out of it.
I think the one I went to a couple years back.
Hey, baby.
Was yeah, mamacita, I like you. I like you kicking out there, baby. Oh yeah.
They said if you was to give your mom an autograph of Ricky Steamboat 8x10, what would she do?
Oh, she'd flip the fuck out for that. She'd lose her shit.
Get it personalized to her and everything.
Yeah.
She'd be like, "How you do this?" I know people.
I know people. I mean, I'd tell her straight up, HBK's a fucking awesome dude. It was I'll get Mama Monroe a fucking... Look now, Christian, we don't got time for this shit. Get out of this ring. This is not your place.
This is not your place.
Look now, you belong in AEW. Get out of here.
You belong in TNA.
Listen there, Christian Cage. I was trying to make it fucking...
Y'all so I remember I told the arcade, I told him happy birthday. Bro, you should already know, after what I did for you last year, there's nothing I can do to top that.
It is that was the fucking one.
That was the pinnacle for you know what I'm saying, as far as our friendship, giving. I can't top.
Yeah,
that.
that's the one.
I can't top that, bro.
All you can have this year is my happy birthday,
and that's it. And he understood that. He was yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
That's because Ryan's fucking great people.
Yeah, he was I am totally fine with that. So he wasn't expecting that shit.
Yeah, when he got that.
Yeah. Yeah, you really didn't expect that shit. It was crazy because I was telling people, the way I did it was, I ended up waking up. It was around, you know what I'm saying, it was around 9 o'clock or something. About 9 o'clock, so I was just sitting there waiting. And I was letting people get their generic, you know what I'm saying, happy birthdays in and everything, because I didn't want to do it too soon. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew it would shut shit down. I knew it was gonna stop everything. So I wanted to wait till everybody, you know what I'm saying, or whoever was, because I knew I was gonna post it before noon because I had to go back to sleep because I had work that day. So I waited till about 11, and that's when I was yep. Posted it, and I didn't even say nothing. I just posted a video and had the peace sign emoji, and everybody saw it, and everybody was in a big. They were "Yo!" It was a really big deal.
It is a fucking great gift, man. It was a great gift. I mean, it was obviously perfect for him because, come on.
Yeah, it was perfect.
That's the biggest Braves fan you know, first and foremost.
Yeah. So Tom Glavine, it was just
I don't know, because you also know Cody Cann, and That's the other fucking big
I
Braves
like.
fan.
He said, "I know Cody can, but I'm not as close with him
Right,
as
like
Ryan.
like you and Ryan, yeah.
Yeah, like Ryan. Like I go through a wall for Ryan. Cody can is great people, but I haven't had a chance to
Develop that far into a
I haven't had a chance to actually meet Cody Can, but we've talked.
right.
And we like each other, but you know what I'm saying? I haven't had a chance to talk to him. I know he was like, yo, this is beautiful.
I think they're supposed to be going to opening day or one of the games anyway.
Yeah, because they said...
If there is a fucking season.
Yeah, they just...
Did they finally come to an agreement?
Yeah, they came to an agreement.
That's how far behind I am on that shit.
They did that like a couple of days ago. But free agency probably started right now.
I was wondering if they were ever going to come to an agreement on that shit.
Now, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, shit's going to be moving so fast, you know, because usually around this time we do our preseason preview, but since that was going on, it kind of pushed shit back, and, like, you know, I got to get a gauge on how everything going to be, like, when exactly they're going to start the season, like, you know, once I figure that out, how much time we have to, like, to cover what we can cover before the season starts. You know, so... Really, I really don't be looking forward to it just for a mere fact, like, I know about baseball, but not as much as Ryan knows about baseball. So I feel like, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the stuff I really don't have... I really can't really contribute like that. I mean, some weeks I can because I actually do my homework and do my research. There's some weeks where, you know what I'm saying, I can't.
Ryan kind of carries the baseball talk.
Yeah.
And you just kind of riff off of him when...
Yeah, when need be.
Yeah, I mean, because Ryan's obviously a fucking fount of knowledge when it comes to baseball. Like, stats and all that shit. Like, they're all in his fucking head. And that's usually for, like, fucking every team.
Yeah.
Come on, win with the fucking roll up.
I'm not
win
you.
with the crucifix pin.
I am not you. I am not you, sir.
Look now, I was trying to win with the fucking... with the fucking frog splash. Speaking of frog, did you see my girl Jade do the frog splash for the first time in her illustrious career? Hey, look, it wasn't a bad frog splash for somebody as green. I get it, as her.
Yeah.
She's not that green anymore, though. She's improved a fucking lot.
All I do, you hear her interview with Jericho?
Mm-mm. On his podcast?
Yeah. Dude, like, you know, said WWE wanted her, but she was sitting there saying, like, you know, they like, I guess, like, you know what I'm saying, she rubbed them the wrong way because you know how Triple H and, like, and them are. They want people that are, like, lifers, and she was like, I'm not really a lifer. Like, if I don't do this, I'll be totally fine. I have other opportunities elsewhere.
Oh, yeah, no,
like,
she could be a model if she wanted to. She could fucking...
You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot of doors open to her.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have kids, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just more than just that. I'm like, nah. And I get it, wanting to be, that they be wanting lifers and stuff, but at the same time, nah. You know what I'm saying? Triple H can say, like, he's a lifer, but shit just happened to work out for you. Granted, you worked hard. You worked your ass off.
And you still got fucked over on NXT.
Yeah. Kane has one of the best movesets in this game.
And now Dolph Ziggler's the NXT champion.
They talking about Braun Breaker probably coming to the main roster.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that he's gonna win the title back just to give him like a... Like people were like, yeah, it'll give him a rub, beating Dolph Ziggler, and blah blah blah. Which it would, I guess technically, but Dolph Ziggler's been fucking mid card for so long now that it's hard to take him seriously when you want me to believe he's a NXT champion.
That's especially whenever there was never no build up.
Yeah, that's the dumbest shit part of it. There There was no reason for any of it, and there was no real build up to it. If they were going to take it off of Braun in the first place, they should have fucking had it be somebody in fucking NXT.
Unless Dolph just wants to go back at NXT just like Mandy did.
That's another thing that gets me, man. Like, Mandy Rose comes in, and then all of a sudden they have her fucking being, like, dominant over these NXT women when she was fucking terrible on the main roster. And, like,
I don't think she wasn't
terrible, but
that they just didn't have a place for her.
And that's such a stupid excuse. You could fucking make a place. That's what you got the writers for, man.
Yeah.
You got all these writers, and you're fucking
like so somebody
you can't figure out where to put somebody.
Yeah, somebody as fine as Mandy Rose. You can't find her to do something.
Like, I'm not a fan of her wrestling, but like she could definitely get through the fucking